Hello friends, welcome to Learner's Planet. Friends, this is our second session for time and work. In the previous session, we have discussed some basic concepts of time and work and pipes and cisterns both as well. And in this session, we are going to discuss some problems based on time and work and pipes and cisterns. Okay, but I would recommend do revise the previous session before coming to this particular session. So let's begin the journey. Let's see this question. Guddu and Hemu can do a piece of work in 24 days, Hemu and Indu in 30 days, and Indu and Guddu in 40 days. How long would they take if they are working together? Now, quite simple concept, just start it. Guddu and Hemu can do a piece of work in 24 days. Suppose Guddu plus Hemu. Okay, now both of them are taking 24 days to complete the work. That means in a single day they will be doing 1 upon 24 of the work. Similarly, Hemu and Indu. Hemu plus Indu, they are taking 30 days to finish up the work. That means in a single day they will be doing 1 upon 30 of the work. And Indu and Guddu, they are taking 40 days to complete the work. That means in one day they will be doing 1 upon 40 of the work. Now all of them are working together. So what do? We add these three equations, right? So it's 2 times Guddu plus Indu plus Hemu, and it is 1 upon 24 plus 1 upon 30 plus 1 upon 40. So just solve it. Now we can see 2 times Guddu plus Indu plus Hemu. That means 2 times Guddu, 2 times Indu, and 2 times Hemu. They are taking they are doing 1 upon 10 work per day. Okay, that means they will be taking 10 days to complete the work. And who will be complete the work in 10 days? 2 times Guddu, Indu, and Hemu. But we have to calculate it for single Guddu, Indu, and Hemu. That means they will be taking 20 days. Okay. So how long would they take? 20 days. Okay, just be very careful about here. It's 2 times Guddu, Indu, and Hemu, and we have to calculate for single time Guddu, Indu, and Hemu. So the days will be doubled. Okay. Now let's see this question. Sunil can do a piece of work in 15 days and Nikhil alone can do it in 10 days. Okay, now Nikhil works at it for 5 days and then leaves. Sunil alone can finish the remaining work in how many days? That we have to find out. Friends, in the previous session only I have told you not to mug up so many formulae. Just try to do the problem conceptually. Here we are given the capacity of Sunil to finish up the work and capacity of Nikhil to finish up the work. Okay, but the work is being started by Nikhil only and Nikhil is leaving after 5 days. Okay, so let's start the problem. First of all, Nikhil can do the entire work in 10 days. Okay, that means in 5 days he will be doing half of the work, right? So in 5 days he is doing half of the work. So what much work is and how much work is pending now? It's only half of the work, isn't it? Just listen to me carefully. The only half of the work is left out now. Now Sunil is coming in. Now Sunil is taking 15 days to finish up the complete work. But how much work is pending? Only half of the work is pending. So if he is taking 15 days to complete the work, that means he will be taking half of the 15 to do half of the work. That means 7.5 days he will be taking to finish up the task. So friends, just see, we didn't touch paper and pen at all. It's a very simple concept. Okay. So Sunil alone can finish the remaining work in 7.5 days. Now let's see this question. Thomas can do a piece of work in 80 days. He works at it for 10 days. Then Ajay alone can finishes the remaining work in 42 days. Together they could complete the work in. Friends, here we have to find out the capacity of Ajay to finish up the work all alone. Okay, we are given the capacity of Thomas over here, but Thomas is working only for 10 days. His capacity is 80 days to finish up the task. That means in 10 days, the work in 10 days, 10 by 80, or we can say 1 by 8 work might have been finished. Now how much work is pending? It's 7 by 8 work is pending. Now Ajay alone can finishes the remaining work in 42 days. Now what is the remaining work? That is 7 by 8 work. Now 7 by 8 work he is doing in 42 days. So 7 by 8 work is done in 42 days. That means one work, that means the complete work will be done in 48 days. That is what? This is the capacity of Ajay to finish up the task. 7 by 8 work he is doing in 42 days. That means complete work, that is 1, he will be doing in 48 days. Now we know the capacity of Ajay, we know the capacity of Thomas. Now we have to find out how many days both of them will take together to complete the work. So in a single day, Thomas will be doing 1 upon 80 of the work. In a single day, Ajay will be doing 1 upon 48 of the work. So both of them will be taking 1 upon 80 plus 1 upon 48. Both of them, if they are working together in a single day, this fraction of the work will be done. So it's 8 upon 240, that is 1 upon 30. That means per day both of them are doing 1 upon 30th work. That means in all they will be taking 30 days to complete the work. Quite simple. Okay. Now let's try to solve this problem. Here, Hari does half as much work as Yogesh in 3/4 of the time. If together they take 18 days to complete the work, how much time shall Yogesh take to do it? Now bit twisted problem, but let's try to do it. Now I assume Yogesh is taking X days to complete the work. Okay. Now Hari is doing, I just forget half as of now. Hari is taking 3/4 of the time to finish up the work. I forget half for a while. So Hari is taking 3/4 of the time. That means he is taking 3/4 of X days to complete the work. Hari. Okay. Now Hari is taking 3/4 of the X days to complete this task. Now let's come to this half. But Hari is doing half of the work in these days. That means to complete the work, he'll be taking double of it. So it's this. So it's 3 by 2 X days. Clear? Now Yogesh is taking X days to finish up the work all alone, and Hari is taking 3 by 2 X days to finish up the work all alone. Now both of them are working together. So per day Yogesh will be doing 1 upon X of the work, and per day Hari will be doing 1 upon 3 by 2X, that is this. Okay, so this is per day work done by both of them, and per day work is actually 1 by 18. Since together they are taking 18 days to complete the work, that means per day they are doing 1 upon 18 work. Now let's calculate the value of X over here. So X is 30 days. Now what was X? It was the time taken by Yogesh to complete the work. So it is 30 days. Okay, quite simple. Now let's solve this problem. Raj and Nikhil can do a piece of work in 72 days, Shweta and Nikhil in 120 days, and Raj and Shweta in 90 days. Similar problem we have done previously also. Just do it quickly. Raj plus Nikhil in one day they are doing 1 upon 72 of the work. Shweta plus Nikhil they are doing 1 upon 120 work in a single day. Then Raj plus Shweta they are doing 1 upon 90 of the work. So it's 2 times Raj plus Nikhil plus Shweta is 1 upon 72 plus 1 upon 120 plus 1 upon 90. Okay, so it's 5 plus 3 plus 4. 12 by 360, 1 upon 30. That means 2 times Raj, Nikhil and Shweta will take 30 days. In a single day they are doing 1 upon 30th work. That means the entire work will be done in 30 days, but that will be with 2 times all these guys. But we have to find out for the single Raj, Nikhil and Shweta, so they will be taking 60 days to complete the task. Or what I can do is just I have to find out the capacity of Raj. So what I do is Raj plus Nikhil plus Shweta will be doing 1 upon 60 work per day. If I put the value of Shweta plus Nikhil over here, I can get the value of Raj. So what I do is just Raj plus 1 upon 120 is 1 upon 60. So I can calculate the value of Raj. It's 1 upon 120. That means Raj will be taking 120 days to finish up the work all alone. Okay, so it's quite simple. Okay, I have shown you the entire working, but practically in examination time this much work is not required. You just try to solve the problems mentally. You can very well observe that all the persons are being calculated twice, so you don't have to write all these statements. Just write these three datas and just take their LCM and do it quickly. Okay, so you'll be able to save a lot of time, right? Now further, we have the similar concept. Just pause the session, try to solve the problem on your own, then match your answer with mine. Okay, Ramesh can do a piece of work in 20 days. Paresh can do it in 15 days. With the help of Hitesh, they can finish the work in 5 days. In how many days can Hitesh alone finish the work? Now just write the equation. 1 upon 20 work per day is being done by Ramesh plus 1 upon 15 work per day is being done by Paresh. We don't know the capacity of Hitesh, so I just put 1 upon X over here. That means Hitesh is taking X days to complete the work. Now, if all of them are working together, they can do this work in 5 days. That means in a single day, they can do 1/5 of the work. Now, what is unknown over here? That is only X that we have to calculate. Okay, so how do we calculate it? So it is 12 minus 3 minus 4. So it's 5 by 60 or 1 by 12. That means X is equal to 12 days. And what X is? It is the time taken by Hitesh to complete the work. Okay. Now let's see this problem. 12 men can complete a work in 8 days. 3 days after they started the work, 3 more men joined in. In how many days will all of them together complete the remaining work? Friends, quite simple problem. You can solve this problem without even use of paper and pen. Just listen to me very carefully. In the previous session, while we were discussing the concepts of time and work, I introduced a term, man hours and man days, right? Now we'll be applying the same concept over here. Now 12 men can complete a work in 8 days. That means for a single person, uh, the task is of 96 days. Now how do I get 96? This 12 men in 8 days. That means 12 into 8, 96 days. Okay, just write it over here. That is the concept of man days. That means the task is of 96 days. That means for a single person, it will take 96 days to complete the task. Okay. So I'm introducing man days concept over here. So the task is of 96 man days. Yeah. Okay. Now in 3 days, 3 days after they started the work, that means in 3 days, if 12 persons are working for 3 days, 12 into 3, that is 36 man days work is finished. Okay, it's finished. Getting me? Now 96 man days work was there, 36 man days work is finished. So we are left with 60 man days work. Okay, now 3 more men are joining. Now how many people are there? This 12 plus 3, this 3, 15 persons are there. Okay, now 15 persons are there and the work is of 60 man days and we are having 15 men. Now how many days will they take? It will be 4 days only. So 15 persons for 4 days, if they are working, they will be doing the work of 60 man days. Okay, so it's 60 man days. So how many days? It's 4. Okay. I'm showing the working over here, but in actual you don't have to write anything. You can do the entire problem without paper and pen. Just try to calculate it mentally. 12 men into 8 days, that is 96 man days work. In 3 days they might have done 12 into 3, 36 man days work. So they are left with 60 man days work. Now 3 more person are joining, so 12 plus 3, 15 men are working and they have to complete 60 man days work. So 15 men, 60 man days work, so they will be taking 4 days to complete the work. As simple as that, right? Now see this problem. A father can do a job as fast as his 2 sons working together. If one son does the job in 3 hours and the other one in 6 hours, then how many hours does it take the father to do the job? And what is the capacity of father? He is working as fast as his 2 sons working together. Now first son will be taking 3 hours and the other one will be taking 6 hours to complete the task individually if they are working. That means per hour, the first one is doing 1/3 of the work. Just write it over here. And the other one will be doing 1/6 of the work. So both of them will be doing half of the work. That is in 1 hour. Half work in 1 hour. That means the entire work they will be doing in 2 hours. And that is what the capacity of the father. Okay, so it's 2 hours. Clear? Now let's see this problem. Mahesh can complete a piece of work in 25 days and Ramesh, who is 50% more efficient, joins Mahesh to do this work. Now how many days will they take together to complete the work? Now Mahesh is taking 25 days. Okay. And Ramesh is 50% more efficient than Mahesh. Okay. So if Mahesh is taking 25 days, then Ramesh will be taking, since he is 50% more efficient, that means his efficiency is 3/2 of Mahesh. Okay, so Ramesh, efficiency of Ramesh is 3/2 of Mahesh. That means he will be taking 2/3 time of Mahesh. So he will be taking 25 2/3. Okay, so 50/3 days. in the last session we have already discussed that efficiency is inversely proportional to time. So if more efficient person will take less time and less efficient person will take more time. Here Ramesh is 50% more efficient, that means he will be taking less time, and his efficiency is 50% more, that means his efficiency is 3 by 2 of Mahesh. So he'll be taking 2/3 time of Mahesh. So he's taking 50 by 3 days to complete the task. Now both of them are working together. Now he's taking 25 days to complete the task. That means in single day he'll be doing 1 upon 25 of the work, and he'll be doing 3 by 50 of the work. So both of them working together will be doing 5 by 50, or we can say 1 by 10 work per day. So in all they will be taking 10 days to complete the work. Okay. Friends, in this session we have discussed some simple problems based on time and work. In the next session we'll be doing some more problems based on the same topic, and maybe we'll be discussing some difficult level problems also. So do attend this session, do revise this session before coming to the next session. Bye-bye.